Hello and welcome to Plugged In, being hosted today from the beautiful harbor city of Nanaimo with the kickoff of the 2017 province-wide Kidney Walk campaign just around the corner. We're checking in with walk coordinators in Courtenay and Vancouver to find out how they're gearing up for the walks in their communities. And none other than Lady V will be performing live at the Nanaimo Walk this year. Lead singer and kidney transplant recipient Virginia shares her story on Plugged In today. This and so much more is coming up next, right here on Plugged In.
Welcome to Plugged In. Plugged In is a show that's about your health and specifically the health of your kidneys. Why kidney, you ask? Because our kidneys are incredibly important to our health, yet many of us do not know much about them, including things like how do we keep them healthy? How do we prevent kidney disease? Are you at risk? And it's great that you're with us today because we're back in gorgeous Nanaimo on Vancouver Island, and I want to welcome back Christina and Randy, my fabulous co-hosts today. So great to have you guys here again.
Great to be back.
Great to be back and Plugged In, yeah.
Nanaimo, you know what? We were talking, and we just have to share this with our viewers because you guys found out today my absolutely most favorite dessert.
Nanaimo bars.
Nanaimo bars. And so many people wonder, was the Nanaimo bar actually created here in Nanaimo?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, it was.
In
And
the
you-
1950s.
In the 1950s, yeah. And you were telling me about the Nanaimo, there's a Nanaimo walk.
A Nanaimo bar trail where you can try different Nanaimo bars at different stops along the waterfront.
And when you mean different, because there's maybe a peppermint Nanaimo bar, there's a
Peanut butter.
So there's a variation on this fabulous dessert, right? That I'm just learning now, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to totally check this trail out.
Here on Plugged In, we also talk about organ donation and what it means to someone who needs a life-saving transplant. That's something I know firsthand about because I am a kidney recipient.
That is what the Kidney Walk campaign is about too, raising awareness for kidney transplantation and organ donation. My daughter Haley Ann may need a kidney transplant one day. So it's very important to us that we raise awareness about the importance of registering to be an organ donor.
Absolutely, Christina. And there's a kidney walk taking place right here in Nanaimo at Maffeo Sutton Park on September 24th. It's one of 15 walks taking place across BC and the Yukon, all the way from Nanaimo to Whitehorse.
The Nanaimo Kidney Walk is always a great event, and each year it gets bigger and better. It's a lot of fun, and the opportunity for people to come out and support this important cause. They can even sign up to be an organ donor at this event if they decide to.
And I know the Nanaimo Walk is renowned for the great entertainment. You guys have a fabulous event, right?
Yeah, we
And
do.
who's, Christina, you were saying Lady V is performing again.
Yes, Lady V will be performing again, and apart from their incredible performance, the lead singer Virginia is a transplant recipient with an inspiring story to share.
They've also written songs about their kidney experience, Recycle for Life, that shares her inspiring story. We've got an interview with her on the show today.
Fabulous. We have this, and we've got lots more to share with you, so don't go anywhere.
I have to agree, Deb. Let's not keep them waiting. Let's get this show on the road.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere.
And you're not going to want to miss Plugged In Nanaimo.
Plugged In's visit to Vancouver Island certainly would not be complete without a visit from our next very special guest. She's a beautiful person, a beautiful spirit, a beautiful voice, and a great songwriter. And by now, I've probably given it all away. If you haven't met her before, you're in for a treat. Virginia Blanchford, who is the lead singer for Lady V and Love Train. Virginia, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Barbara. It's really a pleasure to be here, and especially on the waterfront in Nanaimo.
Great location, and actually, this is a very familiar location for you because you perform here at the Nanaimo Kidney Walks. We'll kick off talking maybe a little bit about that, right?
Sure. Well, the first time I did the Nanaimo Kidney Walk was about 6 months after my transplant, right here in this very location. And it was such a pleasure to be able to give back after getting so much love and support from the Kidney Foundation.
You are kidney transplant recipient, and a very good friend of yours was a living donor.
I've known Kathy since we were in our early 20s, and she was the perfect match for me. At the time, Kathy had so much on her plate, and this woman has a heart as big as the world, seriously, because her mother had just passed away, and she's had all kinds of foster children, and she and her husband had just taken in their 1 and 3-year-old grandchildren. And there was nothing more in the world that she wanted to do than to give me a kidney.
So take me back to that time when you had the transplant. It was how many years ago now?
It was in 2010, and I first found out I was sick in 2007, and I didn't really know how sick I was, because I had so much going on in my life. I had 2 bed and breakfasts. My younger brother was very sick. We were selling our bed and breakfast. And so when I wound up in the hospital with 7% kidney function, it was a shock. I was, really on my last leg there.
So did you start to talk about your story? Did you start to tell people that you needed a kidney? How did that word get out there for you?
Well, yeah, I did start talking about it, and I must say that I'm extremely blessed, because I actually had 8 people come forward to offer me a kidney, and which is stunning when you think about it.
I'm dying to know, your reaction must have been, when she decided that she was going to get tested, because there is a long testing process, right?
Sure.
But
and I had to go through my husband and my daughter first. Yes, and so then Kathy went through it. Well, Kathy views everything as an adventure. So it was fun. Anytime she came over to Vancouver, we'd meet up in Vancouver, and we just had a lot of fun together, and she was just up for the challenge.
So now, post-transplant, several years down the road, how are both you and Kathy doing?
Well, we're doing great. And as a matter of fact, either I go and visit Kathy, or we go to Vegas and dress up like crazy people, or she comes out here. But it doesn't matter. Every time we're together, my kidney function goes up 10%. It's reuniting Maxi K and Mini K. I call my kidney Mini K.
Well, you're looking great, and I mean, you always have, but you are giving back of your time, your talent, and we so appreciate it. You're going to be here in Nanaimo, Maffeo Sutton Park, September 24th for the Kidney Walk. Any participants who are coming on out, what can they expect to see and hear?
Well, I know there's going to be a walk, but from our band, we're going to perform 4 key songs. 2 of them are our own, and 2 from other writers that are pertinent to the Kidney Walk. And they'll hear a little bit of our sound, and it seems every year people enjoy it.
And you know what? We're going to give a little taste of that on the show as well. You're going to be hearing it in the background in just a moment. The name of the band, because I know you've got a few, is it Lady V that's going to be here, or who's going to be performing?
Lady V and Key Crasher. That's what I call my husband.
Larry, a wonderful man. I've met him in the past too.
He's
Quite
great.
the character. Okay, so hopefully everybody will come out to catch that. If they can't, where can they get more information on Lady V, Key Crasher, Love Train on website, or where should they go?
Facebook. I'm a real social media person.
Stay tuned. We actually have more with Virginia Blatchford coming up on the show. And in the meantime, taking us out of this segment, Recycle for Life.
Recycle your life. Recycle, recycle your life. Recycle your life. Recycle.
The surprises keep on coming for the Nanaimo Kidney Walk. Coordinator Sheila has a really neat one in mind.
Yes, I do, Barb. I'll go get them.
Okay, who's here?
This is Chase and Marshall from the Paw Patrol.
Hi, Chase. Hi, Chase. Hi, Marshall. So where can everybody see them?
At the Kidney Walk in Nanaimo on September 24th at Maffeo Sutton Park.
Recycle your life. Recycle.
We're here in beautiful Courtenay at Sims Park. where the Kidney Walk Comox Valley will be held. And joining me is Kidney Walk coordinator Carolyn Howard. Welcome, Carolyn.
Thank you very much.
So, September 24th, there's lots of work going on right now to get ready for the big day. Can you tell us a little bit about what's going to happen at the Kidney Walk?
Yeah, it's a really fun event that everyone is welcome to join in on. It's a family fun event, and I'm hoping to have a Lions Club pancake breakfast going on, but if not, we'll have muffins and coffee, and then we will have a warm-up, Zumba woman giving us some fun dance warm-up exercise, and then there will be some live music throughout the morning with two local musicians, Todd Butler and Scott Lyle, performing separately, guitar and singing, and they're both fabulous. And it's just a really great morning. The walk is 2.5 kilometers in Sims Park, across along the river through Lewis Park and back again.
It sounds fantastic. So, Carolyn, another critical piece to putting on any big event like this is volunteers. Do you want to talk a little bit about the need for volunteers?
Yes, I will. I had a really great crew of people last year, and I have not contacted all of them yet, so I don't know how many are returning. I expect quite a few, but there's always room for more. So we would love to have people come. It's a really fun morning. It's not a big commitment. It's over generally by noon, and there's lots of simple things to do that are great to be involved with.
So, Carolyn, any last words for our viewers about the Kidney Walk on September 24th?
This park is so beautiful with trees and grass and river, and such a great place to come and walk right in the middle of the Comox Valley. So it's an awesome way to spend a Sunday morning. So come on down. We really hope to see you.
And a fabulous family event too, right, Carolyn?
It is.
Yeah.
It's great for all ages.
Well, Carolyn, thank you so much for taking the time to come down and chat with us at the beautiful Sims Park here today.
Recycle your life, recycle your life.
Virginia, you've brought along a special friend for us to meet today. Please introduce her.
This is Penina Benimini, and this is the first person I met 30 years ago in Chemainus. I saw her on the beach, and I said, I don't know who that woman is, but I have to know her.
30 years ago. So you were both, what, 10?
6.
And Penina's here to join us today because, you know, if you haven't met Virginia, you have to, because she inspires so many people in so many ways. So we had the story earlier of how Kathy stepped up as a donor. And Penina, you actually have a story as well of how Virginia has inspired you to do something in giving back.
Well, Virginia is my dear friend, and I felt like I bought a car, Volvo, to my son to go from Chemainus to Nanaimo, and he doesn't want it anymore. It's still driving. It's 96, and I make my decision to donate it to the Kidney Foundation.
You know, that's fantastic. So that's how Penina is giving back, is donating a car to, it's called our Kidney Car Program.
Yeah.
And it's very popular, and it makes a huge difference because you can donate your car, and then you receive a tax receipt. And for that, it goes a long way in helping kidney patients across British Columbia.
I didn't know much about the Kidney Foundation, but it just feels right in my heart to give that car away.
That's such an inspirational story. And just earlier, we were all talking about different ways that people can give back. I was saying that, of course, Kathy, as a living donor, we call them our kidney heroes. There's the Kidney Car Program, or you can come out and be a participant at Kidney Walk. You can help raise awareness. You can help raise funds. There's all kinds of ways. So if you're looking for maybe how it might be an option for you, please contact us. We've got the information up on the screen. We'd love to hear from you. And thanks so much for coming on and sharing your story, Penina. It's lovely to meet you, and what a wonderful friendship.
Yes, yes.
And I guess you guys are dancing buddies too. Can
Absolutely.
we dance our way out of this segment? Recycle for life?
Yeah.
Hit it.
Yeah.
It's easy to do. Just sign your donor card.
May 19th, 1979, Ray and his wife Anne gave birth to their beautiful daughter Bethany, never imagining that 37 years later, Bethany would give the gift of life back to her dad. Ray, I want to take you back to 2011 because that was a very big year for you on many levels. Can you walk us through what happened to you that year?
Well, it was a big year. Just about everything happened to me, I think, that year. Started off okay. New Year's Eve rolled along and came into the new year fine. And then several events started to happen. I was already being treated for high blood pressure and things like that, but then they diagnosed a kidney problem. And so I went to the specialist and they diagnosed me with FSGS. You need a degree in Latin to interpret it though. I went into Royal Jubilee Hospital and they did a biopsy on my kidney confirming the diagnosis. So I thought, well, that's it.
Was it a huge shock to you to get the diagnosis of kidney disease?
I don't actually think it was at that. You know, I knew it was serious because Dr. Weir, who was attending to me in Victoria, had told me that it was serious, but I hadn't really researched into it a lot, so I thought, oh yeah, it's probably curable. Not. And you know, there's probably ways that I can get through just fine, so I wasn't terribly worried about it.
So let's talk about the management of that.
Well, Dr. Weir in Victoria, I don't know if people who know Dr. Weir will say, oh yeah, that's Dr. Weir. He immediately said, you know, you should start looking for a live transplant. I thought, whoa, I've just come in here and I'm looking for a live transplant already.
So let's fast forward to 2016, and that's when you said that, you know, you were continually, your kidney function was continually dropping.
It continually dropped. When the EGFR got down to 15%, they were telling me, you know, it's time to make a choice. And the choice at that time that I made, I said, well, I will go on dialysis. There's a dialysis center up here in Cumberland, and I'll spend the 3 days a week up there and read my book and filter my blood at the same time.
I want to say, because we were talking, Ray, earlier, and I asked you about a transplant, right? And you told me you didn't want to ask family, ask friends to do that.
No, I was opposed to doing that, mainly because I was very worried about the donor. I hadn't researched into the survivability of the donor or the long-term effects on their kidney health, but I was saying, well, no, this is my problem. I won't ask anybody to, you know, cut themselves open and start doling out their parts to me. So,
well, it sounds like, though, one of your family members had a different idea.
One of those family members always had different ideas. It was the surprise, this is called the surprise family member. Not because she was a surprise when she arrived, but everything else since. Every time she has an important thing in her life that's going to happen, she always tries to surprise me by announcing it.
Well, why don't we bring Bethany into the story now? I think that's the perfect time.
Recycle your life, recycle.
Hi, I'm Barb Valentine, and we're here in Vancouver today to talk about the flagship event for the Kidney Walk campaign that's taking place in Vancouver. On previous shows, we've been bringing you some of the buzz and the news of what's happening all around the province with the Kidney Walks. And today, we're here with the Vancouver coordinator, and she's going to fill us in on all the preparations that are going on for September 24th. So far, beautiful weather, and Janine, boy, have you picked a great location for the Vancouver Walk.
It's fantastic. It's easy to get to by SkyTrain. We're at Athletes Village, and there's transit buses and a wonderful area to walk around with family, with kids, with your furry babies, and everybody can come.
You know, we're sitting here actually on stage, and that's going to be the site, right, where the opening ceremonies are going to happen.
Right. And we were lucky enough to have RBC providing a truck with lots of music. There'll be food and snacks and sandwiches after, as well as registration and prizes and such. hopefully we'll have a kids corner, and we'll hopefully have some face painting there as well. So you can register as an individual, or you can register as a team and be a team captain. You can do individual or team fundraising, and even dress up if you'd like. Really looking forward to it. 10th anniversary.
So that's the online registration. It's already open, right?
That's correct.
So people can register. So all of that information is going to be up on your screen. So please, if you haven't participated in the past, this is a really cool event for you to come out. Now, if you don't sign up online, can you register the day of the event?
Absolutely, absolutely. Whether it's at the actual event or at places, say local London Drugs or RBC or the banks close, there'll be a registration form as well, and it allows you to register, whether again as an individual or as a team, and everything is there, and as you said, at the site.
You mentioned teams, and I know that in the past there's been a lot of teams that come on out. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the fun stuff that gets involved if you're part of a team?
It's kind of exciting as a team because you can be a team captain, and usually you're coming out and maybe supporting an individual and your friend, either a friend or a family member, and it's exciting to get your colleagues involved, extended family, extended friends of course, and they get involved and the team grows.
So organ donation registration is a really important part of this campaign. Can people sign up if they're not already organ donors? Can they sign up at the walks?
They most certainly can, and actually 1 out of 10 residents in BC are affected by kidney disease. So often you may know someone, whether it's friend or family, you may know someone that has kidney disease.
It's also a fundraising campaign though. That's a really important part of it, to raise the necessary funds, right?
Absolutely. Without the generous donations of many people, we wouldn't be able to do as much research and be able to communicate with everybody in regards to kidney research and organ donation.
As long as you've got connections with the weatherman to bring in great weather like this on September 24th, it looks like it's going to be a really fun event.
We're very much looking forward to it. It's the 10th anniversary, as Barb said at the beginning, and we're super excited.
So if you've been a past participant and you've come out, one of the hundreds of participants that's been here in the past, please join Janine and her crew again. And if not, if it's your first time, go online at kidneywalkbc.ca and register. Come on out, you'll meet Sydney the Kidney, you'll meet Janine, and all kinds of other people that will be here enjoying the fun.
Recycle your life, recycle, recycle.
So I'm back here at Athletes Village Plaza with Janine, Vancouver Walk Coordinator. Hello again, Janine.
Hello, Barb.
Now, Janine, you've brought along some special guests today.
Absolutely, we did.
They're also going to be here at the Vancouver Kidney Walk on September 24th.
That's right. You should be able to bring your children as well as your fur babies. We accept everyone. We're really excited.
So when Janine says it's a family affair, she means everybody is invited. So why don't we go say hello to some of your friends that you brought along today?
Sounds wonderful. Let's go. Hi, everybody.
Hi. So tell us, who do you have here today?
Well, not only do we have the owners who are participants in the Kidney Walk on September 24th, but we've got everybody's furry friends. And we're super excited for everybody to be involved.
So when the Vancouver Walk says that it's a family event and everybody's welcome, they really mean everybody's. Well, Janine, you've got quite the crew here.
Absolutely.
So on the day of the walk, if people bring out their dogs, what can they expect?
Well, they can expect a wonderful day, a great walk, and a super walk for the participants and their dogs as well.
And so no registration fee for the dogs?
No registration fee, just the participants.
Recycle your life, recycle, recycle.
Well, that wraps up our show today. Thanks for joining us from the harbor city of Nanaimo.
Absolutely, Randy. And thank you, Christina and Randy, for co-hosting with me today. It's great to be here.
A big thank you for joining us on Plugged In. As always, we want to hear from you, so let us know what you thought of today's episode on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Like, share, and spread the word. Or email us at pluggedin@kidney.bc.ca.
And special thanks, of course, to our sponsor, Kidney Car. Kidney Car is a unique recycling program that benefits the environment, vehicle owners, and the people affected by kidney disease. If you or your business have old unwanted vehicles such as trucks or even farm equipment, consider the benefits of donating to Kidney Car. When you donate, you receive free vehicle towing, a minimum of $300 tax receipt, and the warm and fuzzy feeling that you've helped the Kidney Foundation reduce the burden of kidney disease.
Absolutely. And I just want to leave you with one more thought. If you have not already done so, why not register your wishes to be an organ donor? It's easy and it only takes 2 minutes of your time. Just go to kidney.bc.ca and click on the red register button.
And remember, heroes aren't born,
They're registered. And don't forget, you can watch all the episodes of Plugged In on our Kidney BCY TV YouTube channel. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, right guys? Everyone's got to subscribe.
Yep, hit the button.
Hit the button, that's right.
Or check us out on BC and Yukon branch website at kidney.bc.ca.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time right here
On
Plugged In.
Cheers, guys.
Recycling everything.
This is Queen Liliuokalani, the last queen of the Hawaiian Islands, but her subjects call her Lily.
Hi, this is Cushy. Yes. Good girl. Good girl, Cushy.
Our beautiful boy Presley.
Recycle your life. Recycle your life.
We have Teddy. Teddy, say hi. There we go.
And this is Buddy. Say hi, Buddy.
Recycle your life. Recycle your life. Recycle your life.